Kink, shame, and secrets. What your fantasy might really mean. Hello! Welcome back to Keep Calm, Margo. Here we talk about love, life, and all the things your group chat is too shy to admit. Today's topic: sexual kinks. Yeah, the thing you are curious about, maybe low-key googling at 1 a.m., but never actually talk about it. But here's the deal: kinks are way more common than you think. They are not weird, they are not wrong, they are not even rare. And honestly, not talking about them is doing way more damage than having them ever could. So let's dive into what kinks actually are, when they happen, how trauma can play a role, and why shame is the real villain here, not your imagination. What even is a kink? Okay, let's define it. A kink is basically any sexual interest that's outside the so-called vanilla norm. Think role play, power dynamics like dominance and submission, sensory play, voyeurism, impact play, spanking, etc. There's a giant spectrum. What one person finds thrilling, another can be like, what's now? And that's okay. As long as it's consensual, respectful, safe, you are good. You are not broken. You are just built with preferences. We all are. Why people have kinks? The science plus psych. Here's where it gets spicy and smart. Some kinks are just fun. They light up the brain reward center, they mix novelty and arousal, and boom, dopamine party. Others, they go a little deeper. Some kinks, especially the ones which involve fear, pain, or control, can actually be tied to past trauma and emotional wounds. According to psychologists, our brains sometimes replace difficult experiences in a new context where you are in control. So someone who felt powerless as a kid might crave dominance in the bedroom. Someone who experienced pressure or coercion might find healing in consensual submission, where they finally get to choose. Is that messed up? No, it's human and often it's healing. But here's the catch. You have to know yourself good enough to spot the difference between killing and avoidance. Fantasy does not equal reality. This part's huge. A lot of people confuse what turns them on in their mind with what they actually want in real life. Let's clear it up. You could fantasize about the things that you'd never want to happen in real life. It's called compartmentalization. Your brain has entire filing cabinets with imagine only, do not touch. And that's okay. You can be a powerful CEO and still like being tied up in your spare time. You can fantasize about something intense and still have strong boundaries. The trick is knowing the difference and respecting it. Shame is the real danger. Let's talk judgment, because society loves to label. Some kinks are totally cool in pop culture, looking at you, handcuffs. Others get slapped with the freak label. And that's where the real problem starts. When people feel ashamed of their desires, they don't explore them safely. They repress, they sneak around, they don't reflect. And that's when things can get unhealthy. Shame isn't a moral compass. That's a psychological dead end. Open conversations, honest self-reflections, and consent-based exploration, that's the real glow-up. Kink or coping mechanism? How to tell? Here's a big question. Is this kink an expression of your pleasure? Or is it a way to avoid something deeper? Sometimes intense sexual experience are cover-up or unresolved trauma, for questions about identity or orientation, or even for emotional numbness. And again, it's not about judging the kink. It's about asking, what's the why behind it? If it feels fun, freeing, and safe, awesome. If it feels compulsive, distracting, or confusing, it might be time to talk to someone. Wrap up. So, here's your reminder. Kinks aren't dirty, secrets are. And even those can be cleaned up with a little honesty and compassion. The more you understand your desires, the better your relationships will be. With yourself and with others. You are not weird. You're not broken. You're just a human, and humans are wonderfully complicated. So keep exploring, stay curious, and if someone tries to shame you for what you are into, send them this video, or just tell them to keep calm and mind their own fantasy folder. Drop a comment if you have stories, questions, or just want to say same without saying it. Subscribe for more real talk, no shame, and a little sparkle. See you next time on Keep Calm, Margo. Bye!